शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। स्मरणमात्रेण जन्मसंबन्धनात् विमुच्यते। नमस्तस्मै विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे लक्ष्मीनाथ समारम्भां नाथयामनमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। वार्ताय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Om Namo Venkatesaya. My pranams to everybody. So we have been seeing chapter 6, Atma Samyak Yoga or Dhyana Yoga. So where after Bhagavan completed his discussion on the Dhyana Yoga, Arjuna is asking this question. He's saying that, it's Krishna, whatever you said, okay, I've listened to that. But I think it's very difficult to control the mind. Chanchalammi mana Krishna pramati balavadridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva dushkaram. That means sudushkaram. It is like controlling the hurricane. That means controlling the wind or the storm. It's not possible, and therefore I think whatever you said, because the mind is always astiram. That means it doesn't stay in one place. It is not stable. It moves from one place to another. Chanchalam. It keeps on moving from one thought to another thought, and therefore I don't think I can control the mind. That's the question that Arjuna asks, and Bhagavan beautifully replies, saying that Asamsayam Mahabaho Mano Durgraham Chalam Abhyasena tu Kauntene Vairagyana cha Grihyate. That means, yes, Arjuna, what you say is true. Absolutely true. It is without doubt. Yes, the control of the mind is very difficult. I don't deny that, but it is not impossible. So all you need to do is Abhyasena. That means you keep on practicing it. So that's what Bhagavan is saying. In fact, first using the word Abhyasa, then only it's talking about Vairagyam. Vairagyam can mean two things. One is, detachment from all this, this desires of this world. Then, of course, you'll be able to control mind. That is one way of looking at Vairagyam. Other Vairagyam is Vishesha Ragam. That means special attachment. That means your attachment is to control the mind. So that kind of a desire you have, or that kind of an obsession you have, passion you have, then you won't give up the goal. So that is what Bhagavan is saying, Vairagyam. That means you'll have to keep practicing it again and again and again and again, and then you'll be successful. In fact, there is a famous Sanskrit saying, it says, Udyoginam Purushasimbham Upaiti Lakshmihi. So Lakshmi means the goddess of wealth will reach whom? Upaiti, it reaches which person? There are two qualities. Udyoginam, that means the person who is ever, doing his efforts. That means he very steadfast in his, doing all his activities. Udyoginam Purushasimha. Purushasimha is a very brave person. That means whatever obstacles happen on the way, in trying to fulfill his goals, he fights against the obstacles and crosses the hurdles and then passes on. So that is what Purushasimha. That means a courageous person. So that means you need to have, that's what again, same thing what Bhagavan says, Vairagyam, that is the Purushasimha equivalent of that. And then Udyoganam is equivalent of that is Purushasimha. That is Abhyasa, is Udyoganam. So in fact, we have also seen in this, even in the Laukika matters, even in our day-to-day matters, we can see, we have heard of this, this famous story of this, one of the Robert Bruce, when he was fighting the battle 17 times he lost, then he was staying in a cave. At that time he saw a spider falling down, and the 18th time it climbed up to that that roof. So he immediately got the inspiration and then went and won the battle. Even we have also seen read in history that Muhammad Ghazni came 18 times to invade this, get the gold from the Somanath temple. So the Abhyasam, that means steadfastness to the goal, Vairagyam, and then keep on working at it, towards it. That's what it is important. In fact, Thiruvalvar also says, Muyarchi Thiruvanayakkum, Muyarchi inmai Puguthividam. That means you'll have to keep on working. You'll have to put on your efforts. That is, if you keep on putting your efforts, definitely it will have its own effect. That will be closer to the success. That's what he's saying. In fact, he goes to the extent of saying, Devatal Agadaninam Muyarchitan Maivarutta Kulitam. That means even if by Prarabdha Karma you're not destined to get a particular thing, if you keep on doing it, certainly Bhagavan will make sure that you ultimately get it. Even the Prarabdha Karma can be changed if you are steadfast. That's what Thiruvalvar says. Devatal means that is through, the Vidhi. Vidhi means that is that, Prarabdha Karma. So supposing we are not destined to get certain Prarabdha Karma, but if we can keep on looking at it, putting your efforts at it, definitely a stage will come, then that Prarabdha Karma itself can be won over. That's what that Thiruvalvar says. Of course, there are certain instances also like that. For example, one of the disciples of Ramana Maharshi, he was praying in this Tiruvattiru. So he was wanting to see Ramana Maharshi. So what happened was, at a point of time, because his tapas was so great, Ramana Maharshi came through the sky, gave a vision to this man, and then went back to that. So those are the the instances where the efforts. That means we are to constantly putting them. So controlling the mind is not an easy task. As Arjuna says, yes, definitely it is not an easy task, but it is not impossible. So if you keep working towards it, definitely you can control. That's what Bhagavan is saying. Bhagavan Vacha. Let's move on to the next sloka, sloka number 36.
असंयतात्मना योगः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः.
So asamsaya atmana, that means one who that is what is called, he always has these doubts whether I will get it or not. This asamsaya atma vinashyati. That means one who asamsaya atma, that means one is not able to control. Samsaya means getting the control over this is mind. One is not able to control the mind, control the mind. That person, yogi, dushprapa, that means he will not be able to get closer, nearer to that, this moksha. That means ultimately getting this moksha is not possible. That's what iti me mata. That's what my opinion is. Bhagavan says, Vashyatmana, that means one is able to have the mind under his control. Vashya means under his control. So that means Atmana, that mind under his control, Yatata, and keeps on working towards that. That means he is, this Abhyasena. Same thing is Yatata. He keeps on working. Yatnam. Yatnam means putting more efforts and efforts into it and getting the mind under his control. Sakyaha, if he is able to do that, if the person is able to do that, Praptum upayata, by whatever means he is able to do that, by pranayama or sitting together, all those things, doing the karma yoga, whatever different means he is trying to do that. Apraptum, that means he will definitely reach the praptum. That means he is able to achieve this avaptum. That means he is able to get the moksha. That's what he's saying. So a person who is not able to put in efforts and then control the mind, that person will not be successful. A person who is able to put in his efforts and then is confident. Sakya means he is confident that he will do that. That's what is meant by vairagya. So you must have the confidence. Yes, I will be able to do that. So if you have that confidence and be steadfast to your goal and put on effort, keep putting in efforts, then that person will definitely be successful and he will ultimately reach moksha. That's what my opinion is. That's what Bhagavan says. Again, repeating the same concept that he said in the sloka number 35, second line. Same thing he's saying. Keep putting your efforts, definitely you will be successful. If you don't put in your efforts, certainly you will not be successful. That's what Bhagavan says. Now again, Arjuna asks another question. So let's move on to sloka number 37.
Arjuna uvacha ayati shraddhayopeto yoga chalita manasaha aprapya yoga samsiddhim kam gatim krishna gacchati.
So he's asking a very interesting question. I think most of us will also have this in mind. Arjuna says, Ayatihi Shraddhayopeta. That means he's putting this, this Shraddhaya. That means he has put in all his efforts in this, the mind control. Ayatihi, but of course he has not been successful. He has not been successful. Yoga Chalita Manasaha. That means he is always putting his efforts and then he's going into that, putting his mind onto that yoga. Aprapi yoga samsa. That means he has not reached this, this ultimate goal. But at the same time, because of the prarabdha karma, his body perishes. That means a person who is putting in efforts, but he has not been successful in completely getting it under control. But at the same time, he is also, because of his, this, he doesn't, he's lost his, this, because of the prarabdha karma, the body perishes, and therefore what happens to that person? So that's what is, I want to know, what is the goal of that person? Where does that person go? That's what he wants to know. Move on to the second question also.
No bhaya vibhrishtaha छिन्नाभ्रमिव नश्यति अप्रतिष्ठो महाबाहो विमूढो ब्रह्मणः पथिः.
So again, here earlier Krishna addressed Arjuna as Mahabahu. Here Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Mahabahu, oh mighty-shouldered Krishna. So that means he has fallen off from his path. That means he has neither achieved the spiritual progress. That means he has not attained the spiritual goal. At the same time, because of his various yoga and all those things, he has not enjoyed this world also. So that means that person has completely perished, like a river, like a cloud which has been completely broken, the broken cloud, and therefore he has not reached the goal, and at the same time he has not enjoyed this material pleasures as well. So I think that person is completely lost. That's what Arjuna is saying. Complete the third, the sloka number 39 also. Sloka number 39.
एतन्मे संशयं कृष्ण छेतुमर्हस्य शेषतः त्वदन्यः संशयस्यास्य चेता न ह्युपपद्यते.
So this is my doubt. The person who has been practicing this dhyana yoga, but unfortunately he has not reached the final goal destination. At the same time, because of his prarabdha karma, his body is lost, and therefore he has not even gained neither the spiritual illumination nor he has enjoyed this world. So that means that person has completely fallen off. So he has neither got this nor that. So I think this is my doubt. What happens to that person? So this is my doubt, Krishna. So this doubt can be completely cleared without any doubt by you only, because other than you, nobody can clarify this particular doubt. So I want to get this doubt completely shattered. That means completely cut off. That means you can answer that question, because getting that answer, my doubt will be completely cut off. Chetanu upapadyati. That means I want to know this doubt must be completely cleared, and that completely must be cut off without any doubt. And therefore I want to ask this question. So Bhagavan is saying, the Krishna is the Arjuna is asking this question, saying that a person who has not followed this, he's been consistently following this with all this faith, but he has not reached the final goal of spiritual illumination. At the same time, because of his prarabdha karma, that person has lost his life, and therefore even that sense, the worldly pleasures also he has sacrificed. So he has neither got the worldly pleasures nor the spiritual illumination. I think that person is completely lost. Like a broken cloud or something like that. At least a cloud is there, then it can start raining. If the cloud is completely broken and shattered, what will happen to that? So that I think that person is completely shattered. And this is the doubt I have. And Krishna, none other person other than you is the person who is capable of answering me completely. With that, my doubt will be completely cut off. I mean, the doubt will completely go off. That's what Bhagavan, that's what Arjuna is saying. And let's see what Bhagavan says. Sloka number 40.
भगवानुवाच पार्थ नैवेह नामुत्र विनाशस्तस्य विद्यते न हि कल्याणकृत् कश्चिद् दुर्गतिं तात गच्छति.
Bhagavan is giving a beautiful assurance to all of us. He's saying, Partha, O Pratu, na yeva hiya, na amutra vinasasta. For him, there is no downfall, neither in this world nor in the world wherever he goes after his death. So that means that person is giving an assurance that that person will never fall off. A person who is practicing this dhyana yoga can never fall off either in this world nor in the world outside, from whatever loka he goes after his death from this, from this body. So Partha na eva iha. Iha means this world. Na amutra, the other worlds, whatever worlds he goes after his death. Vinashaha tasya na vidyate. That means he doesn't destroy at all. Completely, he doesn't fall off at all. Nahi kalyana. The reason he is saying is na kalyana krit kaschit. That means any person who is doing a good act. Kalyana means auspicious, good act. Durgatim Tata, that he never goes into any bad lokas or anything like that. So that means Bhagavan is giving assurance. A person who is practicing this dhyana yoga, doing any good thing, that person neither will fall off in this from this world or in any other lokas he goes after the body perishes. So that because the person who is doing a good act will never get into any of the bad, the Durgati means any, the the hellish hells and all, the bad lokas, the hells, Naraka and all those things. You'll never go to any of the Narakas, or you will not fall off from many other places. So this is the assurance that Bhagavan is giving. So I think he's continuing the discussion. Maybe you'll go for one more sloka and stop with that. Sloka number 41.
प्राप्य पुण्यकृतां लोकान् उषित्वा शाश्वती समाः शुचीनां श्रीमतां गेहे योगभ्रष्टोऽभिजायते.
So yoga brashta, that means who has fallen off from this path of yoga. That means because his body has perished and therefore he has fallen from this path. What does that person, yoga brashta, Prapya punya kritam lokan ushitva. That means because of the punya karmas which he has done, he goes to all the higher heavenly regions. Prapya punyan lokan. That means all these heavenly regions, he goes there. Ushitva. That means sashvato samaha. That means he enjoys. After delving in those places, he enjoys all the effects of his all these punya karmas for a long period of time. Shashwati samaha, for a long period of time. Thereafter, what happens is Suchinam Srimatam Gehe. That means he is again born into what kind of house? Gehe means in those houses. Suchinam. Suchinam means very pure people. Pure in the mentally sense. In the mentally pure people. Srimatam. That means people are very wealthy and well-to-do. Wealthy not only in the sense of physical wealth, but also in terms of the wealth like Jnanam, Bhakti, Vairagyam. So Geta Yoga. That means that person is again born in those houses where there is conducive for him to continue his path of meditation. That's what Bhagavan is giving assurance. First of all, he's saying that whatever punya that he has done, because Arjuna says, no, he has given up all these material pressures, etc., in this world, for the sake, whatever punya karmas that has accrued him because of his following this path of this yoga, dhyana yoga, he will go to all the heavenly regions, enjoys the effects of this punya karmas for a long period of time. Thereafter, he will be again born in this universe, and will be born in such a place which is conducive for him to continue in the path of this dhyana yoga. That means Bhagavan is giving assurance that he will be born into a place which is, this Suchinam Srimatam Ge. That means the people are already, the environment is such that all the people are already practicing this kind of a dhyana yoga, and it will be conducive for him to continue this path of dhyana yoga from the place where he has left. So he doesn't have to continue from zero. If let us say 60% of the task is completed, he has to start from 61 only. He doesn't have to start from zero. That's the assurance Bhagavan is giving that. So the person is never destroyed. So don't have that kind of a doubt that, this, a person who is not able to ultimately achieve the spiritual illumination, he loses the spiritual progress, he loses this one also. So maybe he'll have to start again in the next one. That is the implied question of Arjuna. Then Bhagavan says, no. Whatever things which is lost because he didn't enjoy this the sensory pleasures here, he will go to Uttama Loka, he will go to heaven and other places, enjoy. Chandraloka, then Pitraloka, all those things he will enjoy enjoy for a long period of time. Thereafter, he will again be born in this universe, in this world, this Bhulokam, at a place which is conducive for him to continue from where he has left. That's the assurance that Bhagavan is giving. So that's the reason why he's called as Amogaha. Moga means waste. Anything related to Bhagavan is Amoga. That means it will never go waste. So that's why you say, some people say, why should I start all these things? Let me, after I retire, I will start all these things, etc. First of all, we don't know, we'll live up to that point of time. We don't know our prarabdha karma, and therefore that is one thing. Whatever you do in this world, nothing goes as waste. So better start now itself. So that means at some point of time we got to start. If not in this life, maybe in subsequent life we got to start. So best time is to start now itself. So that once you start, you'll go progressing on that. Bhagavan says nothing, whatever efforts that you put in never goes as waste. That's the assurance that Bhagavan is giving it. And that's why in spiritual path, better to start now, right now. Now is the right time. You don't have to wait for whether it is a Shubha Muhurtam or anything like that. Anything to do with Bhagavan is always good period. That's why in his Sankalpa, Shubha Yoga, Shubha Karana. That's what we say. Always, all these periods of whenever the thought that that comes to itself is an auspicious thought. Thinking about Bhagavan. So start right now, and now and then. Now and right now itself. That's the message of Bhagavan in this sloka. So we'll continue the discussion tomorrow. Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramadhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagatrum Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu. For those of you who were interested in that, this guided meditation we did last week, it is already available in the YouTube. It has been posted in that global chanting. You are interested, you can look at the audios. It's also with certain pictures of the videos. But anyway, it's up to you. If you want to continue the practice, you can switch on that audio and continue the practice.